Good morning, it's Dr. Garrett, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about Hashimoto's thyroiditis, what it is, how you got it, and how we can treat it. So, Hashimoto's thyroiditis is an autoimmune disease, which comes with a whole bunch of other problems in and of itself. Typically, if you have one autoimmune disease, you're going to have a multitude of autoimmune diseases. They're just waiting in line to show up. The reason why we get these autoimmune diseases is typically due to inflammation, stress, poor sleep, poor diet, or toxic overload. And we'll talk about those in a moment as well. But first, let's talk about what Hashimoto's is. So this is a condition where your body is seeing abnormal thyroid cells and it's saying, Houston, we have a problem, shut it down now. So the thyroid is this beautiful butterfly-shaped gland in the back of our neck here. And what it does is it helps to provide energy to the body. It helps to regulate our neuroendocrine system, our adrenal system, our hormones, our GI system or our gut. It helps the body to work together as a whole. Now, if it is off or if it is not working right, a whole lot of systems are going to go down with it. So, we have a little gland within our brain called the pituitary gland. Its job is to send a message to our thyroid saying, hey, give me some energy. Now that messenger is TSH. Now you can be within the normal range of TSH, but be at a suboptimal level. And we can see whether or not this is primary thyroid issues or secondary thyroid issues. Now, from there we have molecules within the thyroid called T4 and T3. T4 is an inactive form of energy. It doesn't actually give you a whole lot of energy. What it has to do is it has to convert from T4 over to T3 in order for this to be an active form of metabolism in order to give us energy. So if our T4 or T3 is off, we can usually tell you what supplements or what nutrients you're lacking in order to help improve that. But with Hashimoto's, we're looking at a different beast entirely. We're looking at something called thyroid peroxidase antibodies or TPO antibodies. What these do is it tells us how much is currently circulating trying to attack your thyroid. So if we see a high level of TPO antibodies, or even if you're at the upper limits of normal, we're telling you to do a couple things. One, we need to remove the main source of inflammation from your body so that we can decrease that toxic threshold and get your body down so that we can decrease that inflammation and help your body fight effectively and heal. So how do we do that? One, we remove gluten from your diet. If you look at studies, gluten is one of the #1 causes of Hashimoto's thyroiditis. The reason behind this is pretty simple. The toxic molecule within gluten is called gliadin, and gliadin looks almost identical to a thyroid molecule. So remember what I told you. Your body sees an abnormal cell floating around there and says, shut it down now. So you eat your turkey sandwich, and all of a sudden you have these toxic gliadin molecules floating through your body, probably because you have leaky gut, probably because your toxic threshold is lower, so things are jumping over it faster, and now your body sees it. Now, it misconstrues it as a thyroid molecule, and so all of a sudden it says, hey, shut it down now. And so it starts throwing out these thyroid peroxidase antibodies to try to attack this molecule that it thinks is a thyroid molecule. However, instead of attacking the gliadin molecule, it actually attacks your thyroid, and it causes the thyroid to become compromised, and now you're going to have issues. So what we need to do is we need to remove the gluten out of the diet. That is the #1 thing that we have to do. Now, studies have shown these gliadin molecules from one turkey sandwich can stay in your body for up to 4 months. So we have to remove the gluten for at least 6 months. During that time, we're putting you on a supplement regimen, and we're trying to get your body to heal effectively. Now, typically that could be some magnesium, that could be some iodine, that could be some zinc, some selenium, that could be some boron, that can be a lot of different things in there. We have to see labs, and I have to know what your numbers are in order to tell you what you are missing and what we can effectively put in there to heal your neuroendocrine and fix the adrenal fatigue, which will improve the thyroid. It's a very long and complicated process, but a lot of times what we can do is we can either decrease the amount of inflammation in your body, we can decrease the amount of medication that you're taking. In some instances, we can get rid of the medication altogether. If the damage is not extensive, we can heal your body. And we do that by giving your body everything that it needs in order to improve. We talked to you about sleep because we have to decrease that stress, to decrease the inflammation and improve your body's functioning so that it can heal and repair. We have to help with meditation. We have to help with sleep. We have to help decrease the inflammation within your body. We need to give it good food. We need to give it everything that it needs to fuel itself, to be healthy, and to work the way that it's supposed to. Now, will everybody come off medications? Not always, but there are ways that we can improve your state of being. So with the medications, typically there are a couple different medications that we're using for patients who have thyroid problems. With hypothyroidism that is caused by Hashimoto's thyroiditis, typically we're putting you on levothyroxine or Synthroid. This is T4. Now you still have to convert that T4 over to T3, and if you don't have the right nutrients in there, you're not going to convert over, and you're still going to feel fatigued and kind of miserable. We may put you on Cytomel, which is T3. We may use a combination product that has T4 and T3, like Armour Thyroid or NP Thyroid, to help improve this. Sometimes we're giving you just herbs and supplements. Sometimes we're doing thyroid glandulars. Sometimes we have to clear out the toxic load of the liver, either through phase 1 or phase 2 detoxification, utilizing things like glutathione, N-acetylcholine or NAC. We may have to add more B vitamins or amino acids in there to help improve that liver pathway to get that inflammation and get that toxic load down, so we increase that threshold so that you don't jump over it as easy. Now, we may need to do a couple other things like support a leaky gut, heal the gut. There are other things that can cause Hashimoto's thyroiditis, not just the gluten. It could be a Giardia infection that you've had for many years. Typically, Giardia is a type of parasite that, or a bacteria within the gut that causes a lot of issues. And what happens with this is usually you get severe diarrhea right off the bat, and then as this becomes a chronic infection, you end up with constipation. You get more issues with leaky gut. We're seeing your food sensitivities go up. We're seeing your body react to inflammation and stress a lot worse. So there are lots of things that we need to do. So if you're having a problem with your thyroid, or you're just kind of curious as to what your numbers are, get in with us. We can take care of you. We can help put you on a path to better health. That is our mission and our goal in this practice, is to empower you to live a healthy life, to be all that you can be, to be there for your family, to help support you in any way that we can. So if you have any questions, give us a call, 812-290-2128.